Hey guys, so I'm back with another video. I know it's been a while. We had to put my dog down, but with the news of Kobe Bryant, I thought that now would be a good time for me to weigh in with some thoughts. Um, Full disclosure, I'm not a basketball fan. I'm not a real sports fan in any way, but you'd have to live under a pretty large rock to not know who Kobe Bryant is. And I say is because he has a legacy, and I don't like to say was, especially with it being so fresh. Um, I don't have many personal thoughts about him. I've never met him. Like I said, I don't really watch sports. But I have some thoughts about what's been said about him. And kind of want to touch on the Me Too movement as well at some point in this. So stay tuned for that. Whenever somebody dies, if it's a celebrity, there's going to be haters and then there's going to be supporters. But what people don't think about, and what I think people especially should think about in this case, is that A, he was not the only person who died. And B, he's leaving behind a family, just like every other celebrity who passes away. And his kids are not all older kids. He has some very young children. And I know one of them, I don't know all of the ages, but I know one of them is extremely young, but I know others have to have access to the internet right now. And I just don't want them to see any of the bad stuff right now. They don't deserve that. They don't deserve to feel like they can't honor their father and husband, and as far as his wife goes, and honor their own grief by watching tributes or looking at pictures, looking at videos. We lost my father and my brother. And, you know, some of my family members still to this day, years later, will watch videos. With somebody of his level of celebrity, his family's not going to be able to escape something being said about him. So why not make it good? You know, they can't filter it, but if we all individually, if we're going to say something, why not wish the family well? Why not tell him and his daughter, who also passed, and the other, I think there was 9 total, so the other 7 victims, why not hope that they all rest in peace? You know, like I said, I'm going to touch on the Me Too movement because the only 3 people who know what happened are Kobe, the woman or girl, whatever I don't know how, I heard she was young, I don't know, and Kobe's wife. The Me Too movement, and I've said this in my video about Nick Carter. Happy birthday, Nick, by the way. I'm filming this on his birthday. The word rape doesn't mean anything anymore, unfortunately. And it showed for true rape victims. Regret and fame and money have taken over. So you never truly know without evidence, which is why I believe in the same philosophy that my country believes in, America. Innocent until proven guilty. Some say you shouldn't have to prove something like this? Well, unfortunately, the Me Too movement, while good on paper, has made it so that if we don't want innocent people being blamed for things they did not do, we kind of have to take innocent until proven guilty in this as well. And that only hurts true rape victims. That is all I want to say about that. Back to Kobe. Like it or not, the man has a legacy. Like it or not, the man has fans. Like it or not, the man has family and friends who adore him, who know him for who he is, who know him for, let's say worst case scenario, it was true, who know him now. Well, in the later years when he was still alive. They know the steps that he has taken as a man, as a husband, as a father, that you don't know. He doesn't owe any of that to the public. Especially if it was not rape. This would be different if it was 100% convicted rape. Yeah, okay, you're gonna have to explain yourself. You're gonna have to, people are gonna be worried about letting their kids be around you, and, even going themselves as an adult to see you do whatever you do, in this case, basketball. That's one thing. But I've seen too many, Scott Baio is another, be falsely accused of something that they didn't do. And it sickens me that somebody's death is being talked about in this context as opposed to all of the good that Kobe has done. All of the people that he's inspired, his friends and his family. It's not even the famous friends or family. Lamar Odom, I'm worried sick about right now, to be quite honest with you. I hope that man is going to be okay. I've spoken about addiction on this channel, and just, when you lose somebody that close to you and who has had that much of an impact on you, it can go either way. So I pray for Lamar Odom right now. But his wife, Kobe's wife, does not need to be reminded of what did or did not happen in their marriage years ago. She does not need to be reminded of anything bad right now. And I know she's private on her social media because I've looked her up. She sees it. Give me a break. She sees it. She's looking at his stuff, which was all public. She's probably looking at stuff he was tagged in, or she will if she's not right now. If she's, taking a break from being on the computer right now, great. If she's looking for that comfort of all of the good he did, and she sees some of the nasty things people are saying right now, I feel so bad for that woman, and I feel so bad for the kids. And I think in death, whatever your faith is, it's up to you and God, your higher power, nature, whatever you want to, it's up to you and somebody when you die. It's not up to, it shouldn't even be up to the court of public opinion when you're alive. It should be up to the regular courts and with the private parties that things may or may not have happened with. But, he's dealing with that now. There's no reason for him to be put on public opinion trial now. It's stupid. And yeah, okay, if you have been personally affected by things, trauma can be set off just in the mere mention of the possibility, or that could be what you're choosing to focus on. My opinion, I still stand by it. His family and his friends and his loved ones are dealing with a lot right now. And if you personally are triggered by any of this, for whatever reason, whatever personal reason of yours, that's fine, but that's something you have to deal with. And they shouldn't have to deal with your crap on top of everything they're already dealing with. And I say crap, not your story, but the crap that I've seen being spewed for whatever reason. Whether it's just people being hateful or people actually legitimately being triggered by this for whatever personal reason. I'm sorry that whatever did happen to you happened to you. I'm not saying that you don't have a right to feel the way that you do, but learn the time and place and just don't be a dick after somebody dies. I'm sorry. Just don't. Because he's up there with God, not listening to you. His loved ones that he left behind are there to listen to you. And he's up there with his daughter. That's another thing. Another heartbreaking thing is the kids that passed away. That seem to be like they're forgotten about. I've seen a few people post about the other 8 people, but Kobe's daughter was one of the 9. So the family is dealing with 2 things, and this is where it becomes personal to me, because I lost my father and my brother a few years apart. I can't imagine so unexpectedly losing both at the same time. And for his wife, being a new mother again. His daughter, his new baby is, I think, 6 months old, I read. So the whole thing is a freaking tragedy. This makes it that much worse. So I just don't think that there needs to be any hate involved in any of this. If you don't want to see him, I know he's all over social media right now. You almost can't escape it. You're just gonna... I would just scroll past it. Or if there's a way to do like a keyword block or whatever, so you don't have to see him for whatever reason, whether you're triggered, even if it's too sad. But especially if you're gonna just spew hate, just click his name off of whatever keyword thing is, so you don't have to see it. Because the people that are mourning him right now don't deserve that. They deserve their time to mourn, whether it was his family, his friends, or his fans. And that's the way I feel about that. I will be back for another video, probably within the week. I want to do some cooking videos. I was supposed to do one for you guys yesterday, but there's one ingredient that mysteriously went missing, and I have to get it again. So, I will talk to you guys soon. Please like and subscribe and leave me a comment on your thoughts. We're all entitled to our thoughts on social media. I get that. These are mine. But I just would ask you guys, for the family's sake, to be a little bit respectful of the fact that the internet is far and wide, and his wife or any of his children, regardless of their age, can click on this. And I would ask what you would think if it was somebody you loved who was being trash talked after they passed away just a couple of days ago. Okay? So I will talk to you guys soon. Thanks for watching.